Hello, hello, hello! It's Paul Anderson here. Welcome to the How of Cramar. Going to do my wee concert, the second one I've done for music from Scotland. And this time, it's not just myself, which is a like-minded company. I've got a special guest, top singer Shona Donaldson's going to be here as well. She's going to do a couple of things, so don't worry about social distancing being an issue because Shona is my wife, so there's no issues. We're locked in the house together. So anyway, Shona will be singing later on, but I'll start with a few sets and we'll finish with a few sets later on as well. Okay folks, so nice to see you if you're looking in, wherever you're looking in for, because my experience of these is folk can be anywhere in the world really, so we'll see if it happens. I'm going to start with a set of jigsaw. So these are four very traditional old Scottish tunes. The first is Sally Hunter of Thurston. That's followed by Fivey Castle. After that we've got The Stool of Repentance and finish with The Soldier's Dance. There you go. Well, that's us up and running. The last time I did this, I just sat in my jeans, but I have made the effort tonight. If you want to look, I've got my kilt on there, so one of these that's interested in that sort of thing, this is actually a muted Anderson, which is a relatively new tartan. It's based on the ancient Anderson, but the colours are, well, muted. They're not quite so bright, but I really like this, and it was made by Pam Blackall in Tarland, and she's in a shop that I think her grandfather or her great-grandfather built, and originally it had a thatched roof. So there you go, so that's my kilt. So we've gone to a lot of bother for you folks looking in. So, set of jigs to start. I'm going to play a slow air now. Shona and I do a regular concert on a Friday night, live for the lounge. We do that every night at 8 o'clock on a Friday. And on Friday just past, I played the next tune. First time it's been played publicly, and it's a slow air called The Death of Cuchulain. And you could say a lot about Cuchulain, but he's certainly one of, if not the most famous of the legendary Irish heroes. And the legends of Cuchulain, they come into Scotland and the Isle of Man as well as Ireland, but it certainly is an Irish hero. And there's a famous part in his story for his facing down the enemies of the Kingdom of Ulster, and he's a fearsome character, but he's mortally wounded, and what happens is, rather than look like he's dead, he straps himself to a pillar of rock, and the enemies are too terrified to come and go at him, and it's only when a raven settles on his shoulder that they realise it's safe, that Cuchulain is dead. So there's a fantastic statue of that in the Central Post Office in Dublin, which was the scene of the most famous part of the 1916 Easter Rising in Dublin. So that's in the window, so anybody can go and see it. But go and read up about Cuchulain, he's quite a character. So here we go, The Death of Cuchulain. Well, that's its second airing now, so The Death of Cuchulain, I wrote that last year. It was actually for a film, a film that's never been finished. It got started and it's been held up for various reasons, but the film was called The Jacobite Officer, and it's teen for a story in a book, actually, and it features, well, a Jacobite officer, but it touches on Highland myths and legends and the supernatural, so that's why I wrote that, but it's as yet it's never turned up in any films, so there you go. I'm going to play one more set just now, and then Shona's going to come and sing. Shona's sitting here manning the phones, the hotline. Is there any notifications, Shona? She's just going to come up and say hello.
Just going to come and say hello. You've got loads of folk watching from all over the world.
Okay.
We've got Magna in Norway, Darren in British Columbia, Yvonne Green in Devon, Fiona in Ardmurchan, Yvonne Thompson over in Aboyne, which is just 5
miles away.
Minnie Maltman in Broxburn, she used to come and see Keith Festival.
Okay.
Folk from South Carolina, Victoria's watching from Bristol, and Bruno from France, Dijon in France.
Oh well.
So that's just a small...
Bonjour. Enchanté, monsieur. I've got a pretty strong accent, it's fairly safe to say. So I'm really pretty awful at any language other than just speaking the way I do. So I'm best just to stick to it. But I do try, if I'm abroad, I always try to speak a local language. And I think folk like it if you at least are making an effort. There's nothing worse than somebody rocking up and just expecting everybody to speak English. So there you go. Now I'm going to play a march to Spain Reel for you now. The first one's called Pipe Major Willie Gray's Farewell. That's followed by Earl Grey and the Waverley Ball to finish. heat up a wee bit now. So I think it's about time to hear a few songs for the glamorous side of the entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Shona Donaldson. Get a flash of my kilt there in the passing.
Hello. So I feel like I'm gate crashing tonight. I wasn't actually on the bill, but Paul said come and do a couple of songs. So I should maybe, do you think I should show them Dougal? She's sitting down here. Right, don't judge, I've not hoovered my rug.
Oh, I just love
But, well, I was just going to say, here's who's sitting at our feet. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah. That's wee Dougal, our border terrier, who's 17. And whenever Paul plays, he sits at his feet, and he has done since he's a wee puppy. So, if you see me looking down or giving something a wee clap down here, you'll know that it's Dougal, our border terrier. I'm going to sing a couple of songs for you. The first one is a traditional Scots song called The Rigs of Rye. I'll not tell you too much about it, actually. I think I'll just sing it. You'll get the gist of it. 'Twas in the month o' sweet July, afore the sun had pierced the sky, that in a twin to Rigs of Rye I heard twa lovers talking. He said, my dear, I'm in gang awa. I can no longer bide with you, but I've a word or two to say. Gin ye time to tarry. Your father o ye, he takes great care. Your mother comes down your yellow hair, but your sister say that you'll get nae share. Can you gang with me, a stranger? Let my mother for it and my father for own, my sisters twa do disown, if they were dead and low the ground. I would gang with you, a stranger. But lassie, lassie, your fortune's small, and maybe it be nae at all. You're no a match for me of all. Lay your love, lass, on another. This lassie's courage began to fail. Her rosy cheeks, they grew wan and pale, and her tears come trickling down like hail, or a heavy shower in the summer. But he's ta'en his kerchie o' linen fine, he's dried her eyes and he's kissed her sign, saying, lassie, lassie, you shall be mine. I said it all but to try. This laddie being no courage bold, a gallus chiel just 19 years old. He's roamed the hills and the valleys o'er, and the bonny lassies gone wi' him. This couple they are married new, and they bear naes aye 1 and 2, and they bide and brechen the winter through. Aye, and in Montrose in the summer. The Rigs of Rye. It is a bit strange, I must say. We've done quite a few online concerts, like Paul says. We do one every Friday night on Paul's page, live from the lounge at 8 o'clock. We've done 13 of them, yeah. And it's a bit strange. It takes a bit getting used to not actually having an audience to sing to or to play to. So it's quite nice that Paul gives me a wee round of applause at the end. Thank you, Paul. Have you got something to say there?
Yeah,
do you want to come in?
I'll just speakers.
Okay.
So, Travis Jameson from Washington State, he's just walking up, he says. Flora McGilvray's asking for Kenny Gillis of Portalong Skye, which actually I would need to have a think about that. I can't play it, but I can't get the tune to come to mind.
Yeah.
Leave it with me, I might, if I can think of it. Lorraine Tesoro says, cute. I'm going to assume
I presume that's the dog.
I'm assuming it is myself you're actually...
No, I think it's the dog.
Aye. Okay, Lorraine, thanks for the cute... But I think it might be Dougal they're speaking about.
Yes.
And then Victoria Sutherland says hello. Kim Emberley from Manitoba says lovely voice. And Jill Hallsworth says lovely singing. So if you're watching, it'd be quite nice to let us know where you're watching from, because it's fascinating to see how far afield folk are viewing things.
That's
so
great.
if you do say something, just let us know where you're from. Okay.
Cool. Right, I'm going to do one more song and then Paul's going to come back and play some more tunes for you. This time I'm going to do a chorus song. So this is a join-in song. Wherever you are, whether you're in Washington State and have just woken up in the morning, this might start your day off on the right foot, or it might not, I don't know. But it's a very, very easy chorus anyway, you can join in. This is a song from not far from where we are in Tarland in Aberdeenshire. And it's a song from just up the road, probably about 5 miles, 6 miles up the road. It's a song called Maybe I'll Be Married, or the Laird of Turner Hall. And Turner Hall is a house just between us and Ballater. And the Laird of Turner Hall was a man called Alexander Pithy, and he made his fortune in Jute down in Dundee, and then moved up to the northeast. And the chorus is very easy. It's not even any proper words. It's riggy do, rig, riggy daddy o, riggy do, rig, riggy day. So wherever you are in the world, join in. Maybe I'll be married, my banning of all. Maybe I'll be married to the Laird of Turner's Hall. Oh, reggy do, reggy daddy, oh, reggy do, reggy day. Oh, reggy do, reggy daddy, oh, reggy do, reggy day. He's coming here and will be here. He's coming here for all that. He's coming here and will be here to tuck me fee, oh yet, oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day, oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. And maybe I'll hae hose and sheen, van ye man hagang parfet. And maybe I'll be neat and clean, van ye gang wheat and drablet, oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day, oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. There's nae ye ben get to me, but I'll reward you all yet. You're my banny da peck a meal, then I can gie you twa yet. Oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day, oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. And maybe I'll be married, my banning of all. Maybe I'll be married to the Laird of Turner's Hall. Oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. Oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. Oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. Oh reggy do, reggy daddy, oh reggy do, reggy day. Thanks. I'll hand you back to Paul, who's going to play a few tunes for you.
Yeah, I'm just getting a few notes together here.
Well, while Paul's getting a few notes together, I should say that I think Music from Scotland has put a wee thing for the tip jar. If you feel inclined and you'd like to support artists who have no work at the moment, buy a CD, put a wee something in the tip jar if you can. Ours is www.paypal.me/Paul Anderson Shona Dawn. And it's Shona Dawn because Shona Donaldson didn't fit in the wee box for PayPal. So anything would be appreciated. It's not an absolute, but appreciated. Paul.
Oh, there you get a wee extra treat. A look at the kilt again, actually. Some folk kind of forget. I take it for granted, but there's a few things. I wear 2 kilt pins. Look, there's the bottom one is the Anderson crest. There's a stag's head at the top there. Aye, so the bottom one's the Anderson crest, which is an oak tree, and the motto is "Stand Sure." So I kind of like it anyway. So I've got a bonnet, which I don't wear when I'm playing, but I wear it at the games, and it's got that on it as well. So a few folks saying hello. Shona's singing. It was a good idea to ask her on because it's been very popular. A lot of folks said lovely singing. We've a few hellos. Barbara, hello from Jersey. hello Barbara. Susan, she loves the singing. Murray Cowie from Inverurie. Kathleen Moyer Simpson from Bewley. Look at this, long list. Pauline McAllen from County Derry. Now, she had a wee request there. I can't manage this request. She wanted to say happy birthday to her partner Greg Campbell. It's his birthday tomorrow. So, Greg, are you listening?
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
There you go. Happy birthday, Greg. Hope you have a good day in lockdown. But, well, it's like me. I had my 50th birthday in May, and it was nice with the family here, but it was going to be a big party with about 100 folk, and so we had the 4 of us. We had a nice party, had a cake, and had a very nice day, quiet day.
All of our birthdays will be in lockdown.
Yeah, aye. So Shona's birthday is just next week. So there'll be the 2 boys, Hector and Roderick. They will have had their birthdays in lockdown. I did, and Shona will as well. So that's it's been a long time. It's about 14 weeks we've been locked down, personally speaking. Did I read out other names there?
Oh no, you didn't. Sorry.
Sorry, there's 1 or 2 that I didn't quite get to. Irene Williams for New Zealand. Now, I'm just thinking, one of the boys there for the States, Washington, he was just getting up. This must be very nearly you're getting up on Monday morning, I'm thinking. That'd be right enough, wouldn't it?
I've no idea.
I think it is.
No
I think it is, aye. Must be. Because there must be about 12 hours in front of us, I think. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. We've got Ross Blaine for Pennsylvania and Darren Greenshields for British Columbia. And Shirley Watt, the wife for Aberdeen, just out the road there. So we're exactly 30 miles due west of Aberdeen, right in the edge of the Cairngorms National Park. Right, I'll play a few more thingies before we finish. I'm going to play a slow Strathspey. You didn't hear them played as much as I would like, because I love them. They're a curious mix. They're a performance tune. Strathspeys are dances, like jigs and reels. But slow Strathspeys are performance tunes, so they're meant to be listened to. And they're a mix of the character of the Strathspey, which is very distinctive, quintessentially Scottish dance. And then it's got the kind of expression and feeling that you would associate with a slow air as well. So they're a curious mix, but I really like them. So I'm going to play a tune I played earlier this afternoon, actually, and I hadn't really played this for a long time, but it just caught my ear and I took a fancy to it. So I'm going to play a tune called The Countess of Crawford, which was written by Peter Milne, who was known as the Tarlin Minstrel. And I am distantly related to Peter because he's related through my granny. So my granny's great granny would have been a cousin of Peter Milne's mother. Does that make sense? So there you go. The Countess of Crawford, followed by one of my own tunes. This is called Bob with Tillyhermic. And Bob, that was mentioned a Derry in North Ireland. Well, Bob is he's from Belfast, and he lives just out the other side of Ireland. So Tillyhermic is where he lives. So Bob with Tillyhermic to finish. there. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to play one more set, and then anybody who ken Shona will ken she actually plays a fiddle. If you have never heard us before, that will be a mystery to you. But Shona is a fine fiddler as well, so we're going to finish off with a set together. But I'm going to finish with a slow air and a reel. Now, these tunes are both by James Scott Skinner, he's one of the kind of like most iconic Scottish fiddlers and composers. He was born in 1843, and Peter Milne taught him how to play traditional music. So he was like a mentor to him, because the young Skinner lost his father when he was 18 months old. So he had a great admiration for Peter, described him as a genius, the grandest strathspey player he'd ever heard, and probably the finest traditional musician in the world. And he might be a bit biased, but he clearly held him in very high regard. Skinner himself went on to far greater heights than Peter Milne did, and really is one of the best known Scottish fiddle composers. Quite a legendary figure in a lot of ways, quite an interesting character. And I could say a lot about him, but it's maybe just enough to say that when he died in 1927 in Aberdeen, there were 40,000 folks lining the streets as his coffin passed by. So it gives you some sort of indication of the esteem that the public held him in. Okay, so I'm going to play one of his slow airs. This is Fivey Castle, and it's really, you could describe this as music for a horror movie, because it's a ghost story, pretty much. What's up?
It's also where we got married.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with the tune though. Okay, Shona's interjecting there. We actually got married at Fivey Castle, which is a beautiful place. It's almost like a French chateau, but the castle itself is about it's over 800 years old, and it would have been an old stone keep right in the middle, but generations have added bits on, and it's gotten bigger and bigger and more elaborate. And it is one of the most beautiful buildings in the northeast of Scotland. In the north of Scotland, actually. I mean, there's no many places to beat it, I would say. A lot to see, but a lot of legends, and it's one of the most haunted castles in Scotland. So probably one of the most haunted anywhere in the world, I would say. So the Green Lady is the most famous ghost, and she haunts the castle, and she was a real person, obviously. This is not going well at all, actually. She's the ghost of Lilias Drummond, who was murdered by her husband because although they'd had 4 daughters, he wanted a son to pass his land and title onto. And so he couldn't easily at the time get divorced. So what he did was he bricked her up into a room and left her. And it's pretty horrible, really. There's no getting away with that. Before that, she'd seen her brother, who tried to rescue her, murdered right in front of her eyes. And that room, you can go and see the room. There's a mark on the wooden floor that is said to be blood stains for the brother. Now, that might be just a made up story, but it might actually be true. So she's Lilias Drummond, and she haunts the castle. The night that the Laird got remarried and retired to the bridal chamber with his new wife, her ghost appeared at the window, apparently. You got to mind, this is 4 stories up, so it probably scared the skitters out of them. And next morning, they found on the windowsill, into the granite stains, Lilias Drummond carved into the stone. And it's still, you can see it, and it kind of gives you a bit of a chill, but it's an amazing place. Lots of history there. There was a battle during they call it the English Civil War. It was really a British Civil War. There was a battle there between the Covenanters and the Royalists. So, Fivey Castle by James Scott Skinner, and I'm going to finish off with a tune called The Hurricane, again by James Scott Skinner. There you go. I'm going to move up the bed a little bit, let Shona in about. Thanks for looking in the night if you've been sitting watching from, well, all over the world, actually, by the looks of it. It's been nice to play a few tunes for you. I do a fiddle workshop on a Wednesday if anybody's interested, just running through some Scottish tunes. That's 7 o'clock UK time on a Wednesday evening.
On your page?
On my page, my home page, my Paul Anderson personal page. And then on Friday we'll be back doing much the same sort of thing as we've just done. 8 PM UK time on Friday. So if you've enjoyed it, join us. It's usually pretty good fun. We have folk chipping in and marking comments and a few wee games just for entertainment. So what's in the box?
We have a game called What's in the Box. So it's a very interactive show. We'll say that.
And folks, if you'd seen me earlier today, you would have seen me with a really bad Mohican because I cut my own hair a few weeks ago and just left it for fun because the clippers run out of battery. That was the problem. So I thought I quite liked it. So I was needing a bit of a clip of the night. So this is a brand new haircut. Did it myself. Do you think? It's like a Brillo pad. So anyway, thanks for looking in, folks. We're going to finish with a tune called Soldier's Joy, which is very well kent. I mean, it's the kind of tune that you would hear in old time fiddling in the States. It's just travelled with settlers over the centuries. An old tune, but a great tune. So Soldier's Joy. See you later, folks.
Thanks very much.
Have a good night.
Have a nice night. Now just tune up with your touch. How many times are you doing it?
Twice. 2, 3. Thanks very much, folks.
Cheers, folks.
Just realised, I heard that earlier the day. I was watching an all-western called The Way Out West. Richard Widmark, Robert Mitchum and Kirk Douglas. And Sally Field was in it, very young.
Yeah.
So that was played at a wee bit of a hoedown, actually. So there you go. Have a good night, folks, and we'll see you later.
Cheerio.